What's up, y'all? I'm driving right now, and this is illegal, probably, but I just want to say, don't forget, we got a live show in Santa Monica. Bang, bang, July 20th, Los Angeles. Pull up. Me and David, we're going to be drinking. We're going to be eating. We're going to have y'all on stage drinking and eating. Who knows what's going to happen? It's crazy. It's going to be super interactive. It's going to be fun. It's just going to be us digging around, having a great time, and y'all going to be with us. We got about, I think, like 50 tickets left, so pull up. July 20th, Tuesday Night Foods live show! Yes, sir. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. You know, sometimes you just really need somebody to talk to, okay? Look, we all need to vent sometimes, and that's why I F with BetterHelp, okay? Men, today, look, it's okay to struggle. Real strength comes from opening up about what you're carrying and doing something about it so you can be your best for yourself and everyone in your life. Lord knows we are used to just bottling up our emotions and not letting it loose, and sometimes you just really need to just get it out, okay? And that's why BetterHelp comes in handy, all right? With over 35,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient, too. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. So, let's talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/foods. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/foods. Yo, this episode is brought to you by IQBAR, our exclusive snack and hydration sponsor. Let me tell you something. The protein bars are delicious. The hydration bars are great. I put them in a little bit of club soda, and it is like I'm drinking a healthy soda. It's lit, okay? Check this out, man. 10% of sales go to Chef Keller's nonprofit Mentor, which supports the next generation of aspiring U.S. chefs. IQBAR is free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. Oh, and look, when IQBAR sent me the salted caramel chip IQBAR and yuzu mango IQ mix, I was blown away. I couldn't believe something so delicious could be so good for me. And right now, IQBAR is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQBAR products, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text FOODS to 64,000. Text FOODS to 64,000. Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good. Oh my goodness gracious.
God did,
and he be doing, and he did it again. David, so tell us about the miracle we just witnessed right here in the studio.
Let me tell you something, man. So about 3 months ago or so, I lost my wallet, right? And I haven't been able to find it. Now, what you normally do, I had to get a new ID, obviously, right? But my credit cards were all gone.
Yeah.
But I realized my wallet was missing because we all do Apple Pay like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Nobody charged anything to the card. So I'm like, oh, it's in my house. I just don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Whole time. So I finally move, get a place, we move. Still don't have the card. So I'm like, fuck it. I got to cancel the card. And I got to relink to all the accounts that I have, do all this other bullshit.
Annoying.
I'm a little tipsy. For some reason, I start finger banging this couch.
Yeah.
And I feel something hard.
Yeah.
Not my dick.
Mm-hmm.
It was my wallet
Wow.
that I left in the studio 3 months ago.
I'm going downstairs to pee. I'm about to leave the room. I hear him go, oh my God. He's staring like this. Oh my. I'm like, what, dog? It's his fucking wallet.
That I lost 3 months ago. And I was going to cancel the cards today.
That's crazy.
And I found it here. God did.
God did.
That's freaking amazing. My Costco card in there.
Wow.
My H Smart Rewards card.
Let's go.
Dude, my medical card, my insurance card.
Damn, son.
Man, dude, I'm so happy right now.
And I was like, should I warm up this soup from the last order? And David was like, see if you got them chicken pot pies from the last time. I was like,
God
they might be in the freezer. I went downstairs. Lo and behold, hallelujah, chicken pot pies.
Let's nibble on some of these pies.
He came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the earth to the cross, my debt to pay, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high.
Wow.
Chicken pot pie.
Look at this gray, delicious goop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Who's the chef?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, brother. Have you ever prepared these in any other way aside from the microwave?
I did the oven thing. That wasn't worth it. It's too long. I want it now.
Yeah, I feel it. Oh, my God. Guess what? I found a chicken pot pie spot near my house, like an actual restaurant. They specialize in little meat pies.
Oh, did you get it?
No, not this time. But next time.
Better next time, today time.
We gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up with an actual real pot pie. I mean, these are amazing. Homie, one time I was in Miami, staying at the Fontainebleau Hotel. They had a bougie restaurant in there. I forgot what it was called. But they had this like lobster pot pie. Fire. And it wasn't like, it wasn't a full out pie. I feel like a lot of these places now, they'll have the gravy and the stuff inside in the pot, and then they put a crust on over the pot.
The puff pastry.
Yeah, they'll put the puff pastry on over it, and then they'll peel it back. And it's still good. Then they lay the puff pastry on top of the cream filling and all that, which is still bomb. It wasn't a pie, but it was delicioso, dog.
I have a contention with that. I hate it when they do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
When you say it's a fucking pie, it better be a pie, dude.
And look, that's why I went into it with some like, it wasn't a pie, but it was still good.
Yeah, I think it's delicious, but don't call it's not a pie, man. Stop playing with me.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, don't play with me like that.
I know.
I come out, it's like they put the puff pastry thing. I'm like, that's a croissant and a thing. I wanted a pie.
I know. You know what I started doing? I'm so proud of my boy, dog. So, as I've mentioned on many podcasts, Chia and I function differently as people, right? Chia is for breakfast, she wants breakfast food for breakfast. Eggs, breakfasty shit, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, that is her. She does not have non-breakfast food for breakfast, okay? It's weird to her. Me, maybe it was growing up broke. Maybe it was growing up being a fucking latchkey kid, home all the time, alone.
It's leftovers,
I
baby.
stayed eating leftovers for breakfast. Whatever was in the fucking fridge from dinner 3 nights before, I would have for morning time, right? So I go to the extent of, we got pasta? I throw an egg in there, scramble it with my pasta. I call that shit breakfast pasta. You know what I'm saying? Everything, right? So as a result, Veyda, in her first 3-4 years of life now, she's always having breakfast food for breakfast. Where she saw me eating something, she was like, Daddy, what are you eating for breakfast, right? Like, weird. But Q, such a little hungry ass boy, where now whenever I will like come to the table with any type of food, he looks over at my plate to see what I'm eating. So just like past couple days, dog.
What that?
Yeah. What it? Water. Feed it.
Feed it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
This one.
This one.
This one.
This one.
So like Chia, Veyda, Q, they're all having fucking, French toast, whatever Chia made, right? I stopped in the Head in the Clouds Festival to have some food, and this spot called Iki Ramen and Iki Sushi, they made this like, it was like a uni pasta, right? But I took it home, I put it in the fridge, I was having it for breakfast. Q looked over, want it. I'm like, okay, buddy, sure. And it had a little kick to it too, dog. Fucking twirled it up, gave him a little bite. More? Me, I split my fucking uni pasta with this fool. Spicy uni.
That's crazy.
For breakfast, dog. He did not want the French toast anymore. I'm like, my boy.
Wow, that's eclectic, dude.
It's pretty cool,
He
dog.
has some high taste buds.
Yeah, man. He loved it.
You know how I could tell this boy loves food? This motherfucker t-shirt so tight on him. He's growing so fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, can you even buy clothes fast enough? It's all short on him too. It's like, damn, he's getting big.
Well, everything was like, Veyda hand-me-downs to an extent, right? Except I got him a couple little dinosaur shirts here and there. But yeah, bro, I don't know if I told you this, but, Veyda's 4, Q's 2. They weigh the same. I think
crazy.
Veyda's around 33 pounds. Q's about 31. But he feels, you picked him up recently.
Dense.
He's dense, so yeah.
Veyda has like bird bones.
Yeah.
And like Q is just like a fucking kettlebell. Like he's like, he got some fucking strumph to him.
Mm-hmm.
More? More? Wagyu? It's like, all right, this is enough. This is a little too expensive now. You're costing a little too much.
No, dog. Trust me, he will be down for the Wagyu or the fucking cold hot dogs right out the pack like daddy.
He's not a picky eater, huh?
No, not at all. I mean, he's gotten a little picky as he's gotten older. Like he'll randomly not want certain things, but he wants to try everything, which is dope because, and it might be how we went about feeding them differently. You got that first baby, you're very kind of cautious and like we were very particular about what we fed Veyda because we weren't sure, just baby shit,
Yeah, like brand new baby shit.
Mm-hmm. So she's a little pickier. Growing more into her curiosity as she gets older. But Q from the jump, man, he just wants to eat everything. It makes me so happy.
I wish sometimes with like other people who've had kids before you, like or way before us, they would just not say, when I was, this is how I did it.
Yeah.
And that is one phrase I didn't realize that I really hated. Because they essentially what you're saying is that, well, you're either doing too much or you're doing it wrong, right? And I just don't like that. It's like, why would you talk to another parent that way?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, also, too, when you did it, the Bible was invented. So be quiet. You know what I mean?
And it's also, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
Like, I'm going to listen to what the pediatrician and the doctor says, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay.
And I might see a TikTok or an IG reel that makes me think about things.
Yeah, and I'm going to experiment. And I'm going to try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And like, I just hate that phrase. I don't know why it just irritates the fuck out of me.
When do you plan on taking your boy to Korea?
When he's 2. So that's going to come around in about a year-ish or so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm going to show him the family and then, go around with him. I can't, I'm going to dread the time switching thing that's going to, fuck up his sleep.
Yeah.
But I am going to really enjoy just like having him go to Korea and then just be there with my kid. I want to travel with my kid. And we actually have a family trip coming up in 2 weeks.
Where y'all going? You don't have to say, but.
We're going to go to the aquarium.
Cute? In which one? Long Beach?
Monterey.
Oh.
We're going to go to Monterey Bay Aquarium, so we're going to go all the way out there for that. But it's one of my favorite aquariums on Earth.
Have you been to the one in Long Beach?
Yes, and yeah. This here is a sardine. It's a fucking LA Zoo when I went there.
Oh, the LA Zoo was so sad, dog.
It was like, do you guys have pigeons here and raccoons? Like, have you seen the local?
This is not good when it's cold.
Oh, I see you're leaving the cheese.
I am.
Very good.
You know me.
Well, Tim, let me eat your cheese. Oh, this is very cold.
Yeah.
Oh, this is extremely cold.
I'll go warm up the other chicken pot pie on the break. But yeah, I went to the LA Zoo, took Veyda, and
interesting.
One of those, dog, the elephants are so sad, dog. It's fucking sad, bro. When we went to the little elephant exhibit, there was like 2 or 3 elephants, and they were all just kind of turned around towards like the gate, the little feeding gate. They weren't looking at the people at all. It was fucking, bro, it made me like sad, man.
I will say the LA Zoo, I wish they could transfer these animals elsewhere. Like the San Diego Zoo. They can roam around a bit. They got space. The LA Zoo is not there for the animals, and I don't like it, dude.
I was trying to take a picture with the elephant. He was like, "Hey, cut. This shit too cramped, cut."
Oh, he switched to, he got that LA shit now, huh?
LA Zoo, bro.
What about the new elephant? I want you to save me, please. It's not an Asian elephant, it's an African elephant. Please, I want to leave this cage.
What is this shit? And he looked at the elephants in the cage. He was like, "Why are you gay?"
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Yo. I wonder if elephants can really communicate like that. That'd be so fucking funny.
I watched The Wild Robot recently. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
As a parent, I didn't cry. I thought I was gonna cry, but as a parent, it is it will hit you in your feels. But it was a really cool moment where the robot is dropped off in like the wilderness around no people, and all she's hearing is chirps and barks and shit. So she goes activating learning mode. So she fucking into her little fucking zone, and for like months, she's just hearing animals chirp and bark at each other. And then eventually the barks turn into, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey, man, get over here. Hey, I was going to eat that." And then like she's listening to how the chirps and barks communicate. So now she speaks to animals, because she's just been listening. It's a pretty cool scene.
when you guys have a kid, everybody warns you that your dog will be less important to you. And it's not so much that they become less important. It's that there's a hierarchy now, right? Because petting your dog and throwing a toy with him or her is not going to be as important as addressing the baby that's crying. Right? Because I remember there's like, watch, you're just not going to care about this. It's like, no, it's not that you don't care. It's just now there's a set time for it. So for me and the dog, daytime, I got no time for her.
Aww.
Because it's just the baby.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, the baby's literally trying to die every second. You know? It's like, why do you keep trying to kill yourself? So you try to prevent this child from dying. And then the dog, once the baby goes to sleep, gets all the love and the attention. They get the cuddles, they get the kisses. Now it's just fragmented. It's just not 24/7 now. Because, I was trying to figure out why people say that. I was like, oh, I see what you're saying, right? But for us, it wasn't like that. It was just more like, I just have more of an allotted time. Like right when I wake up, I play with the dog first, pet him, give him hugs, kisses, when I throw the toy, and then I got to attend to the baby.
How is it navigating a baby and a dog? Like, are you ever worried about the dog, I don't know, hurting the baby?
We just don't want the dog to lick the baby, right? Because the baby puts his hands in his mouth. I caught the dog a couple times doing that, but now the dog knows not to do it. So sniff, and if I see him getting a little close, I know what you're trying to do, and I go, hey, and then stops and goes away. But I think what happened, though, is because we had to correct this behavior of wanting to lick everything, that the dog feels like it feels like it's being punished a lot, right? So I had to make an adjustment. Before, it was so curious about the baby and wanted to be next to the baby all the time. But because the dog has a licking issue, we had to separate them. And now I think the dog is uninterested in the baby because he knows that it'll get in trouble. And I'm like, oh, that sucks.
No, that's sad.
So now we're trying to reacclimate them together. And interestingly enough, the baby's not that interested in the dog at all. I'm like, you're not interested in this creature that's fluffy?
Yeah.
Like, he just looks at him and goes, all right, and just goes back to playing with the toys or just likes people a lot.
Speaking of punishment, funny shit is like, so Q's a thumb sucker. Veyda was never a thumb sucker. Q is a thumb sucker, and it's at the point now he's 2, right? And the dentist will say like, he needs to stop, or else it's gonna fuck his jaw up, right? So. But it's how he soothes himself. He comforts himself like that. So he'll be chilling, watching TV. The thumb will creep back to his mouth and we'll go, Q, thumb. And he goes, sucks it out. And he goes, like falls into the couch.
Yeah.
But like, so now he'll do this shit, bro. I'll be in the room. I'll be on the couch next to him. He'll be there. He'll do this. Looking at me, side-eyeing me slowly. I'm like, Q, thumb. He goes, it's pissed. He lays back down. Yeah, something.
I have an ikra on my toe, and I just realized right now, and it looked like I was trying to eat it, and that's the fattest thing that could have been caught on camera. I was not trying to eat the ikra or the Dragon Ball. I was just making a joke.
So yeah, man, and it's funny because like we'll come around the corner. And so he thinks that it's okay to suck his thumb while he sleeps because when we put him in his crib and he goes to sleep, he fucking sucks his thumb. So like the other day now, I'm like, Q, thumb, and he goes, I'm sleeping, and he'll lay down, he'll curl around, and he'll hide and suck his thumb. So we're trying to fucking fix that shit right now.
That's the other thing that I didn't realize, that the caveat of sleep training is that because you are not their soothing thing, they have to find other ways to soothe themselves.
Word.
And like 9 times out of 10. It's their thumb.
Yeah.
And so they become thumb suckers because that's how they soothe themselves. So even with our kid, because we sleep trained him, he's thumb sucking. And so during the daytime when he's like stressed, he sucks his thumb. But then we'll take it out and then I'll hold his hand and then he'll just do that instead. But then he tries to sneak it and I'll grab it. I'm just trying to do it early so he doesn't freak out when he's not allowed to do it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, wait, this guy can't have anything. You know
I know.
what I mean? It makes me feel bad.
I feel bad too because like you said, it's how he comforts himself. So it's like, when sometimes when he's having just like a fucking stressful ass day, like when it's like a travel day or something, like I'm like, all right, whatever, man, let him suck his thumb, But I feel bad because as soon as like he really wants to, and as soon as we like kill, he's sorry, like if he's like, oh god, he's on edge about it.
We had to switch between that and then like sometimes giving him a pacifier, which his thumb is his preferred thing. But at least I just need his thumb not to be all torn up.
Yeah.
Because he's like sucking it too much. So we have to just, if I distract him, I move him around, have him do tummy time, and then he won't suck his thumb.
Here's what we gotta do. Hey, yo, pause. Pause. You like sucking on thumbs? Pause, B.
That's gay.
And he's like, what? No,
It's like, I'm not gay. No, I'm not gay. Looks like QQ's a little gay. He just gets all self-conscious. No, I like pussy.
You know what? Let's take a break. Be right back. Bye.
Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Men today face immense pressure to perform, to provide, and keep it all together. So it's no wonder that 6 million men in the U.S. suffer from depression every year, and it's often undiagnosed. And it's okay to struggle. Real strength comes from opening up about what you're carrying and doing something about it so you can be at your best for yourself and everyone in your life. Remember, how can you help somebody when you're not helping yourself? Remember, you are just as important as everyone else. And I'm telling you right now, get the help you need with BetterHelp. Listen, I've used BetterHelp for years, and you guys already know I love having it in my back pocket. It's convenient. You can join a session with the therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life, which I do. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time because it's not a one-size-fits-all type of thing. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/foods. That's better, HELP, as in help.com/foods.
Somebody was in the comments saying they want us to talk about sleep training. Look at us, dude. We're a whole fucking baby podcast now.
Oh my God. Do you guys really want to know about sleep training? He knows my fucking woes because he already went through it twice.
Yeah.
And that shit was fucking killing me, man.
Yeah.
So essentially with sleep training, there's a lot of different methodologies. When I first went into sleep training, I thought there was only one, which is what a lot of people do, which is like, I call it the Ron Popeil, the set it and forget it. You know what I mean? Where you place them down and then you leave, and everybody has different methods.
Yeah.
We use the same sleep trainer, and apparently that's like the one that her method is pretty common for people who want to get it done quickly. But there are like 7 or 8 other methods where it's not so harsh, but it takes a lot longer to get it done. So with this one is just you leave them, you allow them to learn how to soothe themselves so they don't think that you're going to do it for them. So what happens is like when you put your baby to sleep and you have a whole routine, they need that routine every time to fall asleep.
Right.
And the reason why we decided to do it is because there'll be times where we need other people to put him to sleep. That's not us. So if we're not there to do the routine, the baby won't fucking sleep.
Right.
So
yeah, they need to learn how to just put themselves to sleep. Now look, you don't know this shit going into it, right? Because you think, why does a baby need to be trained to sleep? What the fuck do you mean? You just go to sleep, right? You just put them down. They're sleepy. They sleep. But that's the thing about it is when you're a baby, you don't know how to calm yourself down, right? You're so used to, you got a parent there fucking to cradle you and to rock you. And it's like, they got to learn how to soothe themselves. They don't know how to put themselves to sleep. So that's what the sleep training is all about, right? And as a new, I had never heard of sleep training because I literally had probably only held one baby in my whole life until I started having kids. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how about that shit. And a lot of people that like don't sleep train. I mean, some of y'all are sleeping with your kids in the bed till they're like, I don't know, 3. If that works for you, that's great. But Chia was like, I need to sleep in my bed without a baby crawling all over me. You know what I'm saying? She needs her sleep, right? And that's kind of the sacrifice too, because yeah, we sleep trained Veyda when she was around 8 months. So I never got to really have that like cuddle my child to sleep in the bed with us experience. I've probably only done it like once or twice when we were traveling or when she was sick, okay? So it's like, that's one thing you kind of miss out on, which sometimes I'm like, oh, I never got to like just cuddle with the baby till she sleeps, you know what I'm saying? But like in the long term, when I'm busy, when she is exhausted, when we need other people to do the job, like sleep training is game changer. You know?
That's 100% true because when I knew sleep training was coming up, right? There's probably only about, I would say I probably slept with the kid at like on my chest, the baby knocked out in the beginning, right? But literally the day before I knew we had a sleep train, I slept with the kid all day. Like on my chest, I took a nap with him and fuck, dude, that shit felt so good. And then the next day when I couldn't do it, I cried. I cried, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so like I say the youngest, how old was your boy when you sleep trained him?
At the time, he was 4 months.
I think that's probably like just about when you can.
That's the earliest
The
you can do it.
earliest. So like, yeah, when the babies were little, yeah, I took naps with them on my chest and shit like that. Rocked them
that
to
feeling
sleep.
is so good.
I know. Especially like I have a video of Veyda where she's on my chest and she kind of wakes up. She goes, and I just kind of like bounce her butt a little bit and she falls back asleep on me. It's the best, right? But like when we did finally sleep train Veyda at 8 months, it was like, oh my God.
Get your life back.
Our life is back. Our night is back. We can actually fucking watch a movie, have some wine and chill, you know? And I probably have told this story before, but it's a difficult week. David was ready to fucking like just.
I was gonna throw hands, dude. I was gonna call the sleep trainer up and say, hey, where do you live? Because I'm fucking you up, dude.
Because our sleep trainer that we use, Natalie, she's great. All right, she has a very specific method which works.
It works.
It's 2 to 3 days, and I told David from the jump, I'm like, look, man, it's 2 to 3 days of like, you're so sad and mad that you can't go in to comfort your child, you know? But after 3 days of that, you hear them fall asleep and you're like, oh shit.
It's a different type of sorrow, right? So you'll hear a baby cry is because they're uncomfortable. When you're sleep training them, it's not an uncomfortable cry. It's you've abandoned me cry.
Yes, it's the where the fuck are you?
Yeah, they're searching for you. And so you have to, with every fiber of your fucking being, not go in there.
Yeah.
And so if they're crying for X amount of time, you can go check, but you can't pick them up. You can't rock them.
Yeah.
You just let them know you're there and you go back and you do it again.
Yeah, Natalie has this thing where it's like you time it out, and then like you said, if they're crying for like, I don't know, I think it's like 10 minutes. Yeah. Go and you like put a comforting hand on them, let them know they're safe, and then you leave, let them work it out.
It's so fucking hard, man. And like Mariel has this video. She got 2 videos of me. There was the last day, I guess I fell asleep on the recliner with him, and she took a photo of us together just sleeping. This was the last time I got to sleep with him.
Oh.
And then there was another one where I was holding him. I didn't know I fell asleep, but I fell asleep holding him. And then our son looks up. He looks at my face, and he falls right back asleep. I was like, dude, that shit, I miss it so much, man. I understand sleep training, though, has helped a lot. Like, number one, they get good sleep. They get really, really good sleep.
Like 7 to 7, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's great for, number one, child development, their brain. All that stuff really matters. If they're not getting good sleep, they are wrecked. So I get it. But is it fucking hard? It's fucking hard.
I'll tell you this, and I told you this before. I forget if I tell y'all this before, but our first time sleep training Veyda, you know, you're supposed to wait, like she was sick and you're supposed to wait until they're healthy so they're all comfortable. And we thought Veyda was straight, right? But it was probably like the last day of her sick. And then also a rule is like when you're doing a certain thing, you don't go in there from like 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Fucking Veyda started crying at 4 a.m. And we're like, fuck, can't go in there till 6 a.m. She cried, it feels like for the whole 2 hours, right? I finally go in there at 6 a.m. as soon as I could. She's in there sitting up in her crib. Tears, snot, fucking, I think she might even have shit in her diaper. It was just like, and she looked at me like, what the fuck, man? Hey, yo, you ain't hear me, dog? What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
So sad.
My son looked abandoned.
Yeah, dog.
There was one day that we said, fuck it, we're just going to go in.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with it. And we were right to do so because he was so hot. He was uncomfortable. And then when we stripped him down butt naked, just diaper, he knocked out. So it was like, okay. Because the other part of the thing is that you also have to follow your parental instincts, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then Mariel and I got into a little argument because I'm weaker and I wanted to go up there. And she's like, no, just leave him. I was like, no, there's something wrong. And I know that cry is not normal. And I go up, he was hot. Yeah. And then she's looking at me and she goes, what the hell was I supposed to know? You know, because she's like whisper yelling at me.
Yeah.
Because I was right.
Yeah.
You know, but then now her guilt comes in and then she starts tearing up and she's crying. And I was holding the baby. I was like, it's okay. You were wrong. You were so wrong. And our child was suffering because of you. But okay.
Like, it's okay. Mommy doesn't care about you as much as I do, okay?
Daddy really loves you, okay? But then she felt really bad. But it's like, how was she supposed to know? I just felt within my fucking ball sack something was wrong.
Yeah.
But then again, that's how I always am. So that doesn't really mean I have good instincts. It's just the cry felt weird, you know? But that's like the other hard part too. Like you have to understand that you do have parental instincts. For some fucking reason, you're born with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What's crazy is that when they start to get, like aware of things, like Veyda, we sleep train her. She's always slept in her crib and she sleeps in her bed. But one night she was like, how come I have to sleep alone? I was like, baby, everybody just goes, we go to our room, you go to your room, Q sleeps in his crib. She's like, but you and mommy sleep together and I have to sleep alone. And I didn't know what to say. I was like,
that's not all me and mommy do. Now get your ass to your room right now.
Yeah, I rub mommy's back and then she falls asleep and daddy jerks off. You don't want to be there for that, baby girl.
Do you want to see me pretend to pray just so I could jack off at the side of the bed?
It's not a pretty sight, girl.
It's idiots.
It's between me and God.
Mommy always thinks there's a 4.8 earthquake happening in LA.
2.5. Oh, I didn't talk to you about this. I talked to Batoon about this on an episode of Thanks for Tipping, but crazy shit, man. We were walking. And I try not to repeat stories, but ain't nobody watching Thanks for Tipping. No, who am I kidding? No one's watching none of these anymore. Fuck it. So
we're so bad at promoting.
So we're all on a walk. Me, Chia, the babies, we're walking, and I forgot how it came up, but we're talking about dinosaurs and shit, and I was like, Veyda, guess what? Did you know that dinosaurs were actually around way before people were around? And she's kind of like chilling, thinking. She's looking up at the sky. And she's like, but how? Then where did the people come from if there were no people? Like there needed to be a big person with a baby in their tummy to make people. So where did the first people come from, right? She's asking me this. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, I was like, well, baby girl, some people think that people came from really smart monkeys and that we grew and became people. And other people think
father is actually apes.
Yeah. And
Neanderthals.
Yeah. So that and some people think that there's a big superhero in the sky named God, and he used his superpowers to make people. And some people think different things, right? So I'm over here trying to explain creationism versus evolution to my 4-year-old in 4-year-old terms. And then she heard me, and then she looked at the sky, and she looked at she looked over here, and she went, that house looks like a diamond. I was like, yep,
yeah,
that's right. And then
bing.
And we never talked about it again.
Father, I'm having existential thoughts.
Like,
where did I come from? What is the Big Bang? Baby, did you see the coin on the floor? That's a shiny.
That shiny one. She says, Father, what is the meaning of life and what is the point of my existence? I want pretzels.
I want pretzels. Tell me the story of Cain and Abel and Adam and Eve and the original sin. For why?
But yeah, man, it was a trip. I'm like, oh shit, that's a really good question. I wasn't prepared to answer that right now. But so I was like, let me just give it to her. Let me give her the options, the two main options. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, even like in terms of religion, adults don't even understand it. How the fuck do you explain it to kids,
I think the difference is adults think they understand it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, it's bars right there, dude. That's right there. That's some next level shit.
We're going to pray on each other and we'll be right back.
All right, Tim, I want you to pray for me right now.
Really quickly, didn't you want to go get your other chicken pot pie or whatever the hell?
Can you still eat more?
I can always eat more.
Okay, well then we'll continue this break and we'll be right back. Remember what you said? I'll be right back.
Dudes behind the foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by IQBAR. Guess what? IQBAR teamed up with Michelin star chef Thomas Keller. Yeah, you know, the French laundry guy, and made a salted caramel chip bar that tastes like dessert with a gym membership. The Yuzu Mango Hydration Mix, my friends, I'm telling you right now, 0 sugar, full flavor, total glow up. It's amazing. I start my day with it and I feel like I could run a startup and a marathon. Well, you're in luck. Right now, IQBAR is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQBAR products plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text foods to 64,000. Text foods to 64,000. That's foods to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
This gentleman right here, Tim, is releasing his own brandy.
What the hell? Indeed I am. Jester's Court Brandy, my brandy.
Can we all try? How many proofs is it?
95 proof.
So that's a lot. That's a lot. It smells good. It smells really good.
Cheers. No pressure, guys. No
This
pressure.
smells really good.
I was gonna shoot it, okay?
Shooters. It's actually pretty nice.
That's a good brandy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's way smoother than.
Wow.
Especially for being 95 proof.
Yeah.
Wow.
For 95 proof, that's real smooth.
There's no
Really
burn in my
smooth.
throat, and
Yeah.
I'm a lightweight.
And it's got a good lingering taste that's not bitter.
Yeah, it tastes really good, actually.
Wow, that's really refreshing. It doesn't have that after burn. It's like an after mint.
You feel the burn, but it's not like a.
I would pay for it.
You shooting or sipping? I'm ready to turn up, dog.
Shoot it, shoot
Shoot it
it.
down. We're shooting it.
Let's go.
I think I'm a little drunk, yo.
Shut up.
No way. I think I'm a little buzzed.
And we're back. What were you saying, David?
I want you to pray over this meal and pray over me, dude.
Let's do it. Here we go. Bow your heads and close your eyes. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this lovely meal, Lord. Let it be nourishing to our bodies. Let the healthy, fresh ingredients of this Marie Callender's chicken pot pie replenish our energy and replenish our spirits and have us ready to be amazing fathers when we go back home, Father God, Lord. Let us have an amazing day and an amazing rest of the episode, God. I want you to pray and bless my boy, David So. He is a new father. Let him just have the patience that he is developing as a new father, God. Let him not relive the trauma of his childhood, God. Let him learn from his past memories and abuse, Lord, and let it recycle into love for his new beautiful baby, Lord. Blessings and health for his family, God. Please bless his weight loss, God, and let his just extra skin that is hanging down just suck up with the fastness, God.
Well, God.
And please, Lord, just give David the patience to be a better husband to Mariel, God, and and Lord, I pray that you just continue to.
Amen.
I pray that you continue to wait, I'm gonna say nice things. I pray that you continue to just bless David with fortune and health and family, God, and just thank you for all that you've blessed us with, God, and we are so grateful and we are blessed and we thank you, we love you, in Jesus' name we pray, amen.
All right, let me pray for you now. Close your stupid fucking eyes. Dear God, thank you for blessing us with this food to nourish our body, Lord. Please protect him during his divorce when Chia takes everything from him because she's definitely not going to split up the house and live separately, Lord. This is the most ridiculous thing he's ever said, Lord. Please, God, please protect Chia's bank account, but destroy Tim's.
That's the devil. Don't put that on me.
Your name, amen.
That is the devil. I rebuke that, and I rebuke you.
That's the word of God, dude. What are you talking about? Yo, that is such a funny sketch, dude. It's like talking shit about your friend during like a Bible study meeting. That'd be hilarious.
Wow. Bless Marie. Bless Miss Callender's.
What
for
a
this shit.
fantastically ghetto meal.
Oh man, it's so good. Yeah, I was gonna.
Somebody wrote in the comments, they're like, "Are you guys getting paid to that?" Is I paid? We just genuinely like it.
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you this. Out of all the food we've brought on Dudes Behind the Foods, we've gotten paid by like one person.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even. It was like, I don't know, a couple $100. You know what I'm saying, to just highlight his food on the show. You know what I'm saying. Other than that, we just be bringing on food that, first of all, we want to eat, and second of all, that is like around here.
Yeah, we shoot in the morning too, so we don't have a lot of options.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it is what it is. I'll tell you this: you don't need to pay me for nothing. Like sometimes with like restaurants, they're like, "How much does it cost to get you to do a video for us?" It's like, I haven't even tried your food.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a video there unless I eat there first. Like, and there was a restaurant that was going to pay me actually a pretty good amount of money. It was like a few grand. But then I just went there first without them knowing. And I just ate the food and it was terrible. I'm like, I'm not promoting this. Are you fucking nuts? Like, and the restaurant closed.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's like, it doesn't matter if I promote your restaurant or not. If it's bad, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to send people to give you 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
And it makes me look bad.
Right, right.
So we're not doing that.
It was a homegirl who was trying to have me do a video for some restaurant, right? And it was like a seafood boil spot, but it was also like I don't know, it had like a pirate theme or I don't know, I forgot what theme it was. And I'm like, it was far too. And I told her, I was like, are they paying? She was like, well, not. I'm like, well, look, I don't want to.
Yeah. I
don't want to drive 2 hours out to eat at some pirate shrimp place. Especially if
that sounds terrible.
Especially if y'all not giving me any money, bro.
What restaurant are you going to? This pirate shrimp
I was like,
place?
I'm like, let me eat it first and see what's good. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, girl, I don't have time for all that.
Yeah, I'm okay, man. Like, there's definitely places too. It's like, oh, there's like influencer stuff programs. It's like, I understand, right? But what I will say to restaurants, if you're out there, if your food is great, you don't got to pay anybody anything. You know what I mean? They will ask to just shoot there, right? Because they get content and they'll book brand deals, right? If you are a food influencer and by the way, there are food influencers who I know. I don't know them personally, but I got a few people in the restaurant business sent me like their emails and I saw it. They're trying to charge restaurants like $5,000 for a video. And it's like, you're fucking terrible, dude. And they're like, well, this is the views that I get on these videos, but you see the other videos, it gets like 100 views.
It's
like the fucking audacity for you to like trick these mom and pops.
I know.
To pay you $5,000 for you doing nothing for them. You're gonna go to fucking hell, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the places that need the influencer shits, the mom and pops. Those are the ones that aren't gonna pay you the influencer shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Those are the ones that are struggling that could need a little boost.
If you're talking about like an established chain that has, you know, millions of dollars, well, number one, they don't even need you.
Yeah.
Right? They're already established.
Yeah.
But if they do want to drop you a bag, then yeah, you guys can work and it's collaborative and it kind of gives them visibility that they need, that they haven't had, even though they have decent sales. Like they have a budget for this, right? That they have to spend on marketing anyways.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But you go into like a mom and pop that's just owned by a couple and you're asking for $5-10 It's like, dude, what kind of fucking garbage bag are you?
I got us some money for that food thing coming up though.
Thank God, dude. We will do the best of the best.
Look, that's the thing too, right? That's the beauty of it. Like I've said multiple times, I don't make any money doing when foodie calls. I damn near probably lose money doing them shits, right? But it's the only thing that gets views. And then thank God it'll get to a point like it has now where we can film one. Someone's like, hey, come do our food festival. And I'm like, well, if you really want me to do all that and go out of our way to do this shit, run us some money. And thank God, this time we getting some money.
Yeah.
Especially since we got to travel.
Especially because it's not like a fucking 30-second Instagram video. It's a whole production.
It's a whole ass.
It's a whole ass production.
Yes, 20 fuck. Sometimes these episodes are like half an hour long. You know what I'm saying? I pay everybody. And normally I got paid. Look, people be like, come to the best dumpling festival in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I'm like, I don't have money to fly people to out. Like, there's a reason why for the past like 3 years we only go to LA and San Diego. You know what I'm saying? It's because Thrillers ain't paying for this shit anymore. And so, you know, when we go to Seattle, they paid for us to come out, but no one's really doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, what a blessing that we could actually make some money off it, because you got a baby, I got two. I don't go nowhere for free anymore, you know? And here's what's dumb, dog. If we bring it back to sleep training, you know, and granted, yeah, you don't know about it unless you have children, right? And we've talked about this before where motherfuckers be like, yo, come to my party on Friday. I'm like, nah, I can't. I got the kids. Bring them. Bring them. Are you dumb? No.
Yeah. You know, I just had a conversation with my friends too. They get irritated by that too.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I was like, oh, we're going to go home because they have to put the kid to sleep. And they're like, just keep them up a couple hours. It's like, no.
Yes.
Like, we like our life.
Yes. And you have parents that don't have like a consistent nap schedule. And look, to each their own, right? But now you don't know. Now you wonder why you got fucking cranky ass, tired ass, annoying ass kids because they need a nap, bro.
Yeah, they're not sleeping.
Yeah, dog.
We just had to talk with this buddy of ours who was just like, I think he tries to do that thing where it's like, man, you guys must never get any sleep. I'm like, I actually get plenty of sleep.
Yeah.
And I've told him about sleep training. He never heard of sleep training. He was like, what's that? I'm like, that's why you're tired.
Yeah.
Told him about sleep training. He's like, dude, I'm getting on this shit. He goes, it's fucking hard, man.
Yeah. He's like, my kid's 5. I need a sleep trainer already.
Kid's 3.5.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he's just like, it takes forever to put him down to sleep. He doesn't sleep. And when he doesn't, he's cranky. We don't know. I was like, you try some form of sleep training. You don't have to do mine.
Yeah.
But something to get them on a regimen. It's like, you're not going to sleep. And he looks he gained like 50 pounds.
Woo!
Yeah. I was like, bro, like, I didn't think that the weight gain was because I thought he was just eating. You know what I mean? But he's like, I'm not sleeping. I'm stressed the fuck out. I was like, get your kid on a regimen. He goes, no matter what I do, I can't get them to sleep. I'm like, well, what are you doing? It's like, well, I got to go in. It has to be. I was like, that's what the sleep training's for.
Yeah.
Like your kid doesn't know how to soothe himself. So try these few methods out. I gave him Natalie's contact. I don't know if he hit her up or not, but.
Look, and all credit to Chia. If I wasn't with Chia, I probably would have been thugging it out, winging it too, because I didn't know so much structurally was essential.
Yeah.
Sleep training, naps, fucking, I didn't know you can't give babies water like that.
I didn't know that shit
I
either.
know. I think you learned that from me.
I learned that from you.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, what do you mean?
They literally just need breast milk for like the first 6 months of their
Yeah.
life. It's crazy, right? So it's so much shit you don't know. And I guess a lot of shit that, our parents would say, what? I didn't know, I didn't do that when I was your age. Like I gave you water, but oh yeah, guess what? I'm 5'1".
Yeah. And my skin is tore up because of you, because of H2O.
Yeah, that's right. It's all your fault. I have a wonky pinky toe because you gave me water when I was 3
My
months.
penis would have never curved if it
Well,
wasn't
I'm grateful for that. But
God did.
Yeah, God did. God curved my dick.
God curved. But they'll say stuff too where it's so funny where they're like, okay, like recently, who was I talking to? It was an older mom. And then she was telling me about, feeding the kids solids. Like, oh, he should be on solids already. I was like, I have a doctor that tells us when the kid needs what, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, we're good. He's like, okay, but when it's like, I don't fucking care.
Yes, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless I'm doing something that's killing my child, I don't fucking care about your opinion.
Yeah, leave your fucking medieval times shit. They're like, you know what? The kid should be eating solids. And, oh, he has a cold. Did you drain him of his blood?
Did you slice his feet? Did you? Oh, he's going to need wooden teeth.
You need to bleed him. Yes, bleed him and get him some wooden teeth ASAP.
Like, what is this fucking nonsense, dude? Like, why are you so pressed?
Like, why is it crazy to think that in the 20, 30 years since you had a baby, maybe science has learned a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, why is that so difficult to understand?
Yeah, it's like, this is what I did. I was like, yeah, and it probably worked out fine, but why do I need to do this extra stuff that's not fucking necessary?
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, the other advice is always about like food. It's like, you could feed him this, and that. I was like, I'm going to feed him what I want to feed him.
Yeah.
Right? I got a whole thing going on. It's like, and also too, it's like, why is my doctor to you the dumbest person on earth? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've been doing it for fucking years. I'm asking the right questions. I'm looking it up online and it seems to say what the doctor's saying. So I'm going to follow that.
Bro, one time we're at my parents' house and I have a childhood friend. She also has babies around the same age as my babies, right? Their boy was having dinner with me. Okay, so it was my childhood friend, her husband, her baby, me, Chia, Veyda, my parents. Their son had been he was having difficult time pooping, okay?
Yeah.
His poops were hard, painful. The boy was not enjoying his poops. And he also didn't want to eat, probably because his stomach probably hurt because he was having trouble shitting, right? My mom is like, oh, here, giving him crackers, Ritz crackers. And my childhood friend's husband, he's like, oh, that's probably not good for his painful poops. Okay, all right. But you don't want to say shit. That's my mom, right? He's like, okay, I don't know if that's good for his, okay, all right.
Yeah, he's allergic to peanuts, but okay. I got an EpiPen. I have an EpiPen, anaphylactic shock. Okay, he needs to experience it once in his life.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Right, yeah, okay, he passed out. Okay.
Oh my God. It's so funny about parents too, because we have these like trees around our house and they're very like repetitive about the things that they say. I was in the car yesterday, I just snapped. He's like, you got to cut these trees. He said it to me that day. I counted it 14 times.
Your dad?
Yeah. 14 times. He said it 14 fucking times. And every answer was the same. I was like, I understand. We have other things to do first. The trees are fine. They're not breaking off. The branches aren't dead. That means they'll stay on there until we cut them. Number 14, I was like, what is your problem?
That's what they're so good at, dog. Is fucking pressing the issue until you pop off and then you feel bad.
Yes. It's a technique. And he's just like, I'm just letting you know. I was like 14 times in a span of 24 hours is too much. You have to stop. Stop.
I haven't gone off on my mom in like a couple months because she's been in Thailand.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this. When we were in Des Moines eating at that Peruvian restaurant, I went outside to talk to my mom on the phone. She was in Thailand. Same shit for like 2-3 months, right? And she was saying something to me very annoying. I think she was like, I don't know, something about like money or something. And I said something to her that she thought was like disrespectful. She took it the wrong way, got pissed at me. Didn't speak to me for 2 months while she was in Thailand. Literally did not reply to any text messages. Didn't say shit to me until I picked her ass up from the airport. Like literally, I had to talk to my cousin to be like, when is mom landing? Because she would not answer my text messages, my calls, nothing. I'm like, hey, is my mom coming back? She's like, yeah, she lands on this day and at this time. My mom would not tell me.
That's the highest level of petty I've ever heard in my life.
No one is pettier than my mom.
That is high level petty. Like you have to pick her up, but she won't tell you when she's coming.
Yes.
Is the craziest amount of petty ever, dude.
Yes, dog.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Your mom is the highest level of it.
She's next level. She's a master.
Also, why do you stab your avocado straight in the middle with a knife?
Okay, look. No. There's context.
There's no context.
I will insert a picture. Okay, look. So I did this and I forgot that I left it like this until Chia posted a picture on her story. Wow, put me on blast. Insert picture. Okay, look. First of all, I normally take my avocado pits out like a normal person, okay? The pits hanging halfway out, I just will tap a knife in there. I don't know how you do it. I just kind of tap a knife in there until it's a little bit in there and I just kind of twist it, take it out, okay? I had a little knife. The pit was poking out. And I was kind of just poking, and then I was like, let me see if I can get the tip in there. So I just kind of was like, the avocado was there. I took the knife, I was doing this. On the tip, on the knife, the tip just slightly poking into the pit. And then I was like, dang, if I was to stab somebody in the chest plate, it would take pressure. You know what I'm saying? To get through the chest bone. Because in the movies, motherfuckers just be stabbing. But in like, I don't know if you ever seen Saving Private Ryan, but there's a very slow stabbing scene where I was like, oh, he really had to dig in there. So then I had the knife in the pit of the avocado. So I was like seeing how much pressure it was taking to get into the pit of the avocado. So I was slowly stabbing that shit. And I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. So I left it because I went to go eat. And then I forgot that I had left it there. That's why it was in there like that. See? Normal.
The explanation is 10 times worse than the actual photo. The explanation is the wildest thing I've ever heard in my life. I did not expect that answer at all. What the fuck are you talking about right now, dude? What the fuck did I just listen to? Am I having a fever dream right now?
No, because...
How are you? Hold on. Who the fuck... Robyn, did you just listen to this story?
I did, and here's the interesting part. I have done the same thing to try to get like an avocado pit out where I've stabbed it from the top, but I've never then jumped to the feeling of stabbing somebody in the chest.
Boring.
I'm sorry, I'm not a psychopath.
Boring. Look, they gonna call you crazy when they don't understand the vision, man. Because look, that's where my brain went. Because when else would I have the opportunity to gauge
You're just a toddler that pays taxes. That's all that you are, dude.
taxes.
What that?
What pay now? Pay who?
Pay now? Later pay?
No, I just, I mean, that's where my brain went. I don't know about you, but
I don't think anybody's brain goes that way when they're fucking trying to take an avocado pin out, dude. It's like, why did you stab the avocado pin?
because I don't know, when else would I be tapping a knife into a hard surface? You know what I'm saying? So then immediately I was thinking like, okay, avocado pit, stabbing a chest plate. You know what I'm saying?
This explains a lot of Veyda's behaviors. She's such an oddball, dude. She's so odd.
I know.
She's such, when I see her behavior, I'm like, whoa, you're fucking weird, dude.
I love it. I love it. She's me. Yeah.
She's fucking you, dude.
It's great. She's the best parts of me and Chia because she'll sit there, do her little fucking nails with Chia, and then come over to me and like, I don't know,
Start breakdancing on the floor for no reason.
break dance and fart and crack up.
Which is so funny is like her goofy personality doesn't come out unless she's really comfortable.
Yeah.
Other than that, she's pretty like reserved
Yeah.
and very polite and very quiet and demure.
Yeah.
But the moment she's comfortable, her fucking true wings, they just spread out.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think it might even be a little more than shyness. I think she might even have a little like she's a little socially like little anxiety, bro. Like I mean, she's 4, so who's to say if it's like what it is? But like we went to this little thing recently at her school where, and this wasn't like a planned thing, but everybody in her class, her teacher was like, hey, well let's and it was everyone else in the preschool, and her teacher was like, hey, everybody in this class, let's get up and sing the song we've been singing, Everybody in her class, except for maybe like 1 or 2 other kids, I got in this group. They're all singing this song, and Veyda immediately was like, no, shrunk down, sat in my lap. I was like, baby, you don't want to sing with your class? She wouldn't even look over there. She looked this way. Didn't want to look. She was like, did not want to like make eye contact. She was just not comfortable with singing in front of everybody. So when, and these are like 4-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? It's preschool. Like who like,
Everybody just sings.
everyone's just being goofy, silly, right? Her classmates are up there singing, doing a little dance or whatever. She was like, no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Has she always been like that? I always feel she was pretty open.
She's open, like you said, when she's comfortable.
Okay,
She's
yeah.
always been a little skittish around new people. And I tell you this, to this point where when I had like little parent-teacher Zoom meeting, they were saying how much they've loved seeing Veyda come out of her shell. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know she was in a shell. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I was there for some parent thing and I was there and Veyda was maybe feeling a little more comfortable, I remember one of her teachers being like, oh, we never get to see this side of Veyda. And that, in my head, I was like, damn, what side of Veyda are they seeing? How shy is she being at school? You know what I'm saying?
There's going to be a weird point too, and I talked about this on my pod, where it's like, I'm kind of lucky that I have friends who've had kids so much earlier than me. And one of my friends, she went through a phase of understanding that how she views her kid is not how the world views her kid.
Yeah.
And how he behaves around her is different how he behaves at school.
Right.
And then she found out that her kid's a fucking asshole. Like he's a fucking dick. He's a bully.
Oh, God.
Because what she found out was that he told her that he was being bullied in school.
Yeah.
And she told the story. It's like, oh, when he showed him up, blah, 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 blah. And it's so funny because it wasn't just me, it was a few other people. And they're like, we didn't say outright. We're like, he gets bullied? Like, I don't really see that.
Yeah.
And then a few months passed, she found out that he was the one bullying other kids. His version of bullying was basically the kids not listening to what he was telling them to do, what to do. So he wasn't being bullied. He was being a dick.
Yeah.
And then when he wouldn't get his way, he would just fucking cause a scene.
Oh, God.
So she's like, oh my God, my son is a fucking psychopath. I was like, you just see your kid, in the best light.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Yeah.
So it's just like for her, it rocked her view of her child. It's like, fuck, I got to fix these behaviors.
It is hard, right? Because, once you start the school shit, it's like you only get so many updates, at the end of the day. And, the teachers aren't going to report back every little detail, you know what I'm saying? Until you have that meeting. And, I had the little Zoom meeting and, they had great things to say about Veyda, right? But like one of the things was, yeah, they would love to hear her like speak up more. And I was like, oh shit, at home she's so loud. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, then I learned, oh, okay, maybe she isn't as vocal at school. So I try to tell her now, I'm like, hey, baby, you know, when you answer questions at school, say it with your chest, okay? Say it loud, right? So now, like, and the other day we had a little, like a family, like share about her culture type shit. And it was dope because, you know, she had brought some pupusas and I brought some like mango sticky rice. So we're kind of like sharing about like, you know, different parts of Veyda and who she is. And
You should have brought some crazy shit, dude. These are coagulated blood cubes. My people love it.
this is balut, even though we're not Filipino, but everyone take a bite.
This is a baby duck that never got to live. Now, here's the question. Is life formed?
Oh my, before or after fertilization?
Fertilization.
Oh God. But yeah, we and I was proud because I was like, yeah, so Veyda's half Thai. We're gonna teach you guys some Thai numbers. And she loudly stood up and counted in Thai. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, there you go, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Count to 10 in Thai.
Me?
Yeah.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10.
Can I just tell you something? Thai is about the laziest language I've ever heard in my life.
Why is that?
That just sounded like sound effects. That is crazy, dude.
We'll do it in Korean.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. This is you.
That was Japanese.
No, this is Thai right now.
Well, here's what's crazy, right? You know how Thai is a very tonal language,
Yeah.
right? So like I'm trying to think of one of the Thai words that Thai numbers that could be another word and something. Ha hok. Oh. Hok. Oh, okay. 7 8 9 10.
See this language right now, dude? It sounds like you're about to say another word that you just cut it half off. Hok, ba, sit, da, to. Korean just angry Japanese, dude.
Oh, shit.
하나, 둘.
Well, Veyda knows how, okay?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Japanese.
That's Japanese.
Uno. Dos. Tres.
Quattro. Well, guys, that wraps up this episode of Dudes Behind the Foods. If you guys were listening, please count to 10 in Thai.
Also, we have a live show, Santa Monica, July 20th. Get you some tickets. We got some VIPs left. That's with a meet and greet and the better seats. And it's gonna be a good show, man. We're gonna eat and get drunk, and we're gonna have you guys involved. It's gonna be a good time. So make sure you pull up. All right.
Love you.
Love you. And guess what? Might be a San Diego show coming up soon too. Wow. Yo, it's the dude.